Alright guys, welcome to today's video, and this is exactly where we left off the last time, and I'm just going to continue from there. So we talked about the H1 to H6 tag and the image tag, the paragraph tag, the link tag, that's the A tag. So for now, I'm now going to remove all of these headers, right? It's beginning to look a bit creepy. So I'm going to delete it and save and reload. So we have just my welcome to my website, the image, the paragraph, and then the link going to wherever we want the user to go to. Next, let's say I want to remember we are trying one of the projects we're going to be building here is going to, at the end of this course, is going to be your personal portfolio. So let me say I want to add a list of things that I do, right? So since I added Tech Hive image here, I'm going to write a list of things, skills that we have here in Tech Hive. So I'm just going to create a list because we want to talk about lists now. So how do you add a list? There are two kinds of lists in HTML. There is the ordered list, there is the unordered list. The ordered list is written this way. So less than sign OL for ordered list, then close it, right? And then inside the list, now you with this, you've told the browser that I'm about to start writing a list, an ordered list actually. Now ordered lists, you observe, has items like is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but another list we use a bullet point or something else, right? So let's have the first one. So to add a list item in your list, you use the L1 tag. Don't worry about all of these tags. You will get used to them very soon, right? So I'm going to write let me say web development, right? And then I'm going to write a second L1 tag, right? L1, and then write graphics design. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate it, right? Like this. Okay, and then write other stuff like blockchain development, right? Then I'm going to add one more thing, and we stop there for now. What else do we add? UI UX design. So if I save this and reload the page, we're going to have a beautiful list here, web development, graphic design, and all of that. So this is an ordered list. Now for an unordered list is exactly the same, just that the OL will now be UL. So let me say I want to duplicate that. I'm just going to duplicate it like this, right? Press enter, then change this to U, right? The first tag UL and UL here. So once I save this, another list will appear, but this one will be an unordered list, right? So cool. So that's how it works. You choose whichever one that works for you. Then the next thing we want to do, okay, of course, I'm going to give it a shift here a little bit, right, to keep my code organized. Right, these spaces here on your browser, on your editor, does not impact what happens in the browser, just for organization in your code, right? So the next tag we're going to look at is going to be the table tag. This is going to be the last one we'll look at in this video before we get into other semantic HTML tags. So so let's go down and add a table. Maybe we want to make a list, so we want to add a table that is describing whatever on concerning these skills. So I want to create a table that will be able to describe web development, what is it, graphic design, what is it, blockchain development, and define it. So how do you do that? Of course, create a table by adding a table tag. So you can see that this is becoming very much like a culture. Just write the name of the tag with the opening and closing tag, and that is it. So it's very simple, right? I know you might get it, it might be daunting a little bit when you're starting, but then this is how it works. Then inside the table, you're going to add a TR tag, which stands for table row, right? So we've added a table, but there is no row inside it, so we just added a row right now, right? So our table has just one row. So in the row, what's going to be in the row? We want to add a table header. That's the first thing. That's the first row all the time. So after the table header, as you can guess, since we have TR, what are we going to have? Let me wait for you to guess. TR for table row, what for table head, and you guessed right, TH. So it is TH for table head, header or heading, right? And you can call it scale, right? Scale, and then add another header so that we can now have 2 columns, right? You know, we added a row, so inside the row we can add stuff. So whatever you're not adding inside the row will be serving as, you know, table data and reforming columns as you go. So I'm going to add scale, and I'm going to write description, right? So we can be able to describe the skill here. I just press Ctrl S and show you what we've done so far. I reload this, we're gonna have this, but you see we have skill, we have description, but it's not yet showing anything yet, right? Nothing is showing because we've not styled the table at all. But then we're not going to bother you with styling for now. But to add other stuff into this, we've added 1 row in this table. We want to add a 2nd row. So I'm just going to duplicate this guy, right? And then I'm going to change this table header to table data, right? TD for table data. So we have 2 rows. The first row contains our header data, and then the 2nd row contains details about the table, right? So the first skill is graphics design, and then the description is let me just write creation of graphic elements, of course. Graphic element, let me just call it elements, right? Yeah, okay, Control S, and when you reload this, you now have this. That tells you that this is actually a table, because you see this shifted to this to be able to accommodate this. So look at this, right? This is actually a table that we have here. So as we begin to add other stuff, all of them will appear under like this, right? Because you've added 2 headers and 2 description, 2 table data. So bring this down and bring this down, press Ctrl S again, reload this, then they are lined like that. So you can begin to change these things to what you want. So take your time and change this to web development, blockchain development, and UI UX development, and write your own description here the way you would want it. And for now, we're going to close this for now, and I will see you in the next video. If you've not liked this video, or you've not subscribed to this channel, please do that, and you will get notified if you click the bell icon whenever I post my next video. Bye for now.